How to natural dye with red cabbage. Today I'm going to show you how to natural dye with red cabbage on my channel BillyNou. Hi guys, welcome to my channel BillyNou. Today I'm going to show you how to natural dye with red cabbage.
I'm really going to help.
So I do a lot of natural dyeing for my brand BillyNou. If you want to check out any of my products that I make, just head over to my website. It's BillyNou.com, and my Instagram is BillyNou Apparel.
We need sticks to use as well.
So we wanted to do a few videos showing you how to use natural dyes that are available in your kitchen. We've already done turmeric and onion skins, avocado, and today we wanted to focus on red cabbage, mainly because we've got a big piece of red cabbage in our fridge that we haven't eaten, and it's been in there for about 2 weeks. So that's the main reason actually. So yeah, red cabbage is just a nice dye to start with if you've never done any natural dyeing before. It's a great thing to do with kids because it's kind of like a little science experiment. You can show them how changing the pH levels of the liquid can change the colour, and it's just a really safe product to use. The only thing I would say about red cabbage is don't really expect your colours to last for too long because it's not a very colour fast dye. But having said that, you can always just dip them in a dye bath again.
Dye bath!
So first of all, I'm just going to show you what fibres I'm using today. I'm going to use a piece of bamboo fibre, which I haven't mordanted, so we'll see what happens with that. I've got a piece of raw silk, which also hasn't been mordanted. Just going to see what happens. I've got some linen, some vintage linen. Which has had a soak in soy milk. You can see how I like to treat my fabric with soy milk on our soy milk video on our channel. I've got some flannel. I've got some cotton and some more. I think that's either cotton or linen. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Linen!
Linen. Should we go for linen?
Yeah!
Okay. And these have all been dipped in soy milk. So something I'd just like to start with is to test the pH of our tap water. I think it's quite common for, you can buy this online, it's just like pH testing paper, pH indicator paper. You can see the scale there. So yeah, I think it's really common for everybody's tap water to be slightly different, which is quite often why people can use the same dye material and end up with different colours, because natural dyes tend to be quite pH sensitive. So let's see what our tap water is at. It's a greeny colour. So what's that? 7 or 6, Bill? What do you think?
7.
So as you can see, it's at around 6. Can't really tell, but around 6 or 7 there, I think, which is a neutral pH, which means that we should get a nice purpley colour from our red cabbage without anything added to it, without any citrus or baking soda, which can change the pH to more of an acidic pH or more of a base pH. So we're ready to start the process. Next step is to chop up your dye material. I would chop it relatively small, kind of like that will do.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.
Yeah. Make it smaller.
Is it better if it's smaller, is it?
I can cut the whole skin.
Skin?
Yeah.
Now we've got all our cabbage. all cut up. We're going to put it in our dye pot and cover it with water, and we'll kind of put it on a low heat for maybe, I don't know, half an hour, until you can see that the colour that's coming out of it is nice and potent. Can you help me here, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Can you put all the pieces of red cabbage into this big pot?
Okay, I didn't. I thought it was thing I was thinking about.
Perfect. Thank you. Great job. Now we're going to just give it a quick stir, is it? I'm going to fill it up.
Why do we put
We need to soak those.
Okay.
We'll soak them while this is heating up.
Cold water in that.
Okay, that should be enough for now. When it's heated up and the colour's extracted, we're going to strain it. And we don't want too much water getting everywhere if we're going to strain it.
Can I wash our bowl?
Yes, you can, sweetheart. A low heat. As usual, I like to soak my fibres for...
Can you carry out?
Well, we can do it in here, sweetheart.
Okay.
I like to soak, you can put them in. I like to soak my fibres for at least a couple of hours, if not 24 hours before I dye them, just to help the colour absorb into the fibres nice and easily and evenly. There we go.
Nice and dry. Nice and dry.
Can you push it in there and give it a good squeeze?
Yeah. Tu sais, on va rester ça pour 16 years.
16 years. It'll be a very long time. Okay, so Bill, we're just going to leave this for a couple of hours and wait for our red cabbage dye pot to be ready, and then we'll come back to it later, okay?
Okay, can I
Yeah, you can play, of course.
play? Can you play with me?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like their neck or their body. Look, that's a stem. While we're waiting for our red cabbage to brew, we're eating pie that Alex made us. I'm just going to show you something, like the cool thing about red cabbage is that it's a pH indicator. So I'm going to get a bit of, see that beautiful, amazing purple colour. That's with our pH neutral water. So I'm getting 3 jars of this beautiful purple colour. Don't know if you can see under there. And I'm going to sit down and show you the magic. We've got 3 jars of the cabbage liquid, and I'm going to add this lemon juice to make one a bit more acidic. And you can see, amazing, it turns pink. Isn't that cool?
My favourite. Can you drink it?
You can't drink it.
Is it poison in it?
It's not poisonous, but it's best not to drink. Which brings us into a good point. You should always keep your stuff that you're using for natural dye or any dyeing separate from things that you use to eat or cook with. And here I've got some baking soda, which should it's French baking soda, so it doesn't actually say baking soda on it, so I'm hoping that it's just pure baking soda. But this should be a base and should turn the colour a different colour. So take a pinch of this and put it in this one. You might need to get a spoon and turn it around. A bit more.
In different colours.
Yeah. So should we use the paper? That one in the pink one. And then show Papa.
Ooh, orange.
So that's going orange, which means it's more of an acid, down to pH 3. And then this one, the blue one. Ooh.
Ooh, it's turned green.
Well, it's gone, well, This isn't very good, this paper, but it's gone a bit more purpley, hasn't it? Not much. I made these a little bit short.
Green.
And green. So we've got 3 different pHs there. So there we've got a base, an acid, and a neutral. All from one humble red cabbage. So now I'm going to get my, well, I just want to say one thing. I did say that I was going to strain my dye bath, but I'm actually not going to, because I'm not looking for a super even colour on these fabrics. So I'm just going to put them in with the red cabbage and heat them gently for a little bit longer. So my fabric's been soaking for a couple of hours. And then I'm going to dip them in. Billy, can I have my stick, please?
Yep. There you go.
These in. See the purple getting them already. Ooh. Where's that silk gone? I had some silk here. Oh yeah. One quick dip.
I can make purple with the lemon juice. Look, purple. I can make purple with the lemon juice. We didn't make purple yet, so we got pink, blue, and purple.
I'm just going to leave this fabric in here for maybe an hour on a gentle heat, and then I'd be tempted to leave it overnight as well, just to let the colours really soak into the fabric. So we've got an even darker blue here now. I put a bit of the cabbage solution to one side and I heated it up in a aluminium pot, and now, because I wanted to try some painting with Billy, and now I've got like a navy blue kind of colour. We're just going to do some experimenting. I'm just going to give this a big...
Well, what I was thinking about. Paint, then put the lemon on the plate.
Yeah, well, watch this magic, Bill. Ready? Awesome.
Oh, that's good.
And then I'm going to put a bit of...
Ooh. Oh, I did a beautiful magic. I did a beautiful rainbow.
Ooh, look at the silk. It's not very hot, that's why I'm touching it, but you might want to use some, what are they called, some tongs. This silk wasn't mortared at all, so you can see how nicely silk tends to take up the colour. So they've only been in there for about 5 minutes. Already beautiful.
Mommy, we need to put water. We need
So
to
this-
put a bit of sprinkle in there.
This has been soaking overnight, and look, it's kind of a nice pale blue. Some of it's more blue and some of it's slightly more lilac, I guess. This is the flannel.
Put it back in water. It will make
Smell.
everything a bit of.
Smells very cabbagey.
Hey, look. I
Hang
will
it up.
put it back in, and we'll when it nice.
Oh, with the rosemary, yeah, we could do one with rosemary, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happens. It's another like bluey purple linen.
Purple, 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 purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
Oh, it's stinky.
Purple.
Oh, look, this is the silk, and look. Oh my gosh, look at that. Such a beautiful colour.
Put it back in. Put it back in.
I'll just let these samples dry before I give them a nice hot iron, and then I'll give them a rinse with cold water and pH neutral soap.
Don't squeeze some on my hand.
Oh, sorry. They're really beautiful. Where's that silk gone? Oh look, this is the bamboo
It
fibre.
went in here last.
Oh yeah, I'll find it now. That didn't have a mordant. It's a nice pale purple colour.
Yeah, I like that colour.
Me too. This is, you can see that the silk, which is the only animal fibre, has really taken the colour much more than any of the other fibres. Anyway, those will dry for a bit now while I go to work. Voila. Red cabbage is a nice easy one to try in the kitchen and to introduce your kids to the science of colour. I hope you have some fun with this one, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Au revoir.